Packie. We're gonna do a countdown shortly. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Pills. And they are off. We got a no yellow board for Swang already. So he's going to be using his blue and red top of his board as quickly and efficiently as he can. Just now opening up a little bit of the yellow that's on the bottom of his board. Looks like Packie may be having some technical difficulties. We'll figure out what's going on with that and keep you up to date.
There we go. We do have Packie going, and now's as good a time as any to mention that it doesn't matter when the start time is. What matters is who gets out with the lowest time. So even though Packie was a little bit delayed getting started, we're still going to go by his timer to check on that.
Makes sense. And Swang's setting up for a big T on the reds here. And I guess looking ahead is setting up to have a second horizontal on them right here to drop that blue down and finish off the blue virus underneath. By virus count, of course, he's ahead a little bit because of how the timer start went. But as we were saying, that's not the thing that matters. So he's going to be, we're going to be trying to compensate for that as we do our commentary.
Swang is honestly, these boards are a little bit of a mess. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about some of the decisions he's made, and it's that may just very well be a case of I'm not as smart as Swang is when it comes to this, but I certainly fully admit to that being a possibility. But he is going to be out at a 152, and he's shaking his head. Yeah, he's not really happy with that level 8.
Yep. Yeah, there were a couple messy things there. Meanwhile, Packie is coming towards the end of his level 8. Just needs to line up some red and some blue.
Not sure if that was a misflip on the top of his blue pill over there or blue virus over there or not. I wasn't checking
Sure
whenever that
seems
happened.
like he's playing it as if it was a misflip.
Yeah, and looks like he is going to be behind Swang here as Swang was out just a touch before right now, but he actually getting the red blitz, not what you want to see right now.
Very standard Packie move. Not a strategy I recommend, but definitely a strategy that one of our top players takes.
Hey, it's got to work for him, doesn't it?
It sure does. So here we go. Swang coming down to the end of his level 9. Remember, this is an 8 to 11, so a couple levels left here for both players.
And I like what I'm seeing from Swang, especially after that level 8. This is a much cleaner setup, a much cleaner looking board, as he's free and clear on every pill now, or every virus now. And that's going to give him a good end game, especially if he gets these double blues. Maybe a little bit of drop time on that blue there, and he's gonna prioritize his blues here. That makes sense. And it doesn't matter because it's all red blues at the end. He's out at a 342.
Meanwhile, Packie looking to open up the last few viruses of each color on his board. Just one yellow virus left and trying to clear away the red that's above it as quickly as possible. He is going to be set up to access all of his viruses now and just waiting to get enough pills to do the thing.
Yes, doing the thing would be very helpful right now.
Going to
As we
take a
said,
little bit of drop time and a little bit of clear time, but just needs 2 blue bits and he'll be out at a 350. So a very close race.
absolutely, only about 8 seconds between our two players right now. And it's interesting seeing it happen with that about 30 seconds worth of time difference, because as we look at the end of Packie's board and then we turn around and then Swang's almost finished with his level 10. So we're getting to see just both sides of the boards at the same time.
Yep. And I think what we're seeing here is Swang setting up for a bunch of horizontal play during his end game. Is going to get the yellow from the middle, nice to see, and just looking for a little bit of red to clear out this garbage so that he can reuse the blue he already had on the board. That's going to be a nice finish to level 10 at a 515.
Absolutely.
And an excellent first shape on his level 11. That's got to be exciting for him.
Yeah, so we're at the last level of this block on Swang's side. Packie will be joining him very shortly, but it's going to require just getting the right pills. As we see, Packie does have a very clean board at his bottom, gets a nice combo there to make some doubles happen, and that's a really essential part of the game is getting those doubles, reducing the number of pills that you actually need in order to finish out the level.
Totally. He is going to be a couple seconds behind, though, going into the final level. And Swang getting lots of great RNG on level 11. So this is going to be a tough one for Packie.
Yeah, Swang made what I was afraid was going to be a questionable move there, uh, going for a horizontal with the reds. He really needed one specific piece. Got it though, so did manage to dodge that particular bullet, but did give himself a little bit of a color dependency for just a second, and thankfully for him, it paid off.
Yeah, and just look how clean his board is at the moment. Uh, just everything is part of some combo eventually.
Just exactly what you want to see. And look at that blue. Now, if he gets a blue red, he's going to have two different places to put a blue red. No places to put a blue yellow though, or a red yellow though. So does manage to get it, and he's yep. I was going to say he's got to be thinking about a red yellow to make the horizontal lightning bolt. Gets it, and Swang is going to be out as soon as he gets this third red at a 713.
That's a great time. We'll just watch Packie for a little bit here. It could be that in this last 30 seconds he clears another 27 viruses. It doesn't seem too likely, but let's see what happens. We have to give him the chance. So here comes a bunch of blue-red, which is perfect for what he's got on his top line right now.
He's definitely getting the pills, but as we say too many times, the when you get somebody with a really good last board in a set, it's just not going to be enough. As he has passed the time, so Swang will be the winner of game one of this best of three. He's getting some really good plays going there, though.
Packie will be. Looks like he will be finishing out his level.
I don't blame him. He's found the quick way to get through all of those yellows, and now just needs three reds. He'll be out still at a sub 8, which is a very respectable time.
Definitely. And by the time we saw him finish the level, he's already put his ready into chat. What a typer. Typist?
Absolutely.
Typer? Whatever. We got readies from both. We're going to wait on the countdown now.
Swang really teasing us with whether he's going to go fever or chill this time. Looks like he's going to play his chill against Packie's almost always chill. So we will see what happens. Packie may be back at the menu, as we do have a little bit of a delay on his side. He is at the menu now. We've got our 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Chat calling for a classic Packie reverse. Definitely a thing we've seen him do several times. Is take a loss or two at the first games and come back with his final games. Let's see what happens here.
We're getting
Swung
a
with
reset.
a nice start here. Lots of opportunities for doubles and triples at the top of his board, which he's managed to take advantage of several times here. Going to see a very nice combo here to turn some yellow that was at the moment a little bit floating into something useful.
Yeah, it looks like he gets a T out of that. I wasn't sure if he was going to go for the T or the fat log going on with those yellows. Just a lot of opportunities there. As Packie has got underway, did have a misflip early on. That's gonna slow him down just a touch. But red blues tend to come in chunks, so hopefully he gets another one and is able to, there we go, get everything reset.
Swung, it looks like, is setting up to clear these red viruses on row 4 horizontally. And that's been a little bit of a struggle to get the pieces that he needs for that to happen. There it goes. But he doesn't really have access to the red virus on the left. And so he's going to be making plays to make that happen. This clear of the yellows looks like it's not working towards that, but actually it is. The thing that you need to do for clears where the top row has the same color in multiple columns is you need to go from the inside out so that you don't make trash. That was what he was doing there. And he will be coming down to the end of level 9. The
Absolutely.
2-minute mark. That's insane, isn't it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He was out at a 146 at the beginning of level 9, or to finish out level 8. And we're gonna see Packie actually out at a 145. So Packie taking a slight lead into level 9 as both of our players are just diving right into that level.
Great little push by Swang there. Get a little fist pump. He knew that was a risky thing to do and was glad that it paid off there.
He's definitely earned that one. So two really similar looking boards as far as just the shapes of them, although on Packie's side, all of that yellow is buried. And he's not even finally getting the red to open up access to that yellow, easier access. I mean, it's Packie. He could tuck all over the place and pull out access to it, but now he is sitting on no access to his yellow, and hopefully the doctor doesn't decide to just give him a run on those pills.
Swang setting up for a big combo there at Fires. Just needs a little bit of blue and a little bit of red to get out of this level 9. And he
That's
gets them
exactly
in
what he
short
does.
order. That's a 332 for his finish. Don't know exactly when Packie will get his finish, but it won't be far behind as he's just has 11 viruses to go on level 9.
Packie making some interesting choices. I'm not seeing the combo. There it is. Okay. Like I know it's there, I just can't see it yet. Also,
Yep, yep.
just we're
He's
trying to watch two
he's too
boards at
good.
once.
Too
Uh,
good to say that's not a combo. It's just something you didn't see yet. Always
exactly.
the
So
way
down to
with him, but he'll
340
be out
now.
at about a 340, so a couple seconds behind, but definitely recoverable, and 2 levels to go here. So the pressure is on, but he knows how to handle that.
Absolutely. So that's actually a live look 6 virus difference between these two, and that's with a 30-second difference on the screen. So that'll just tell you how fast Packie is getting through this level 10 and how much he is just roaring back to try to take game 2 away from Swang.
Well, Swang has made a couple moves here that I think he didn't really intend to make in that way. It's left him quite a bit of garbage in various places. He's certainly looking for opportunities to reuse that garbage in new and creative ways, but it is going to be something that he's dealing with for the next little bit here on his board.
That double blue is a little bit of a godsend for him. It's going to help take care of some of his issues. But yeah, you're right. In fact, even with the 30-second delay, Packie has taken the lead.
Wow.
So we're expecting to see another really hot time from Packie here. We're not even to the last level yet, Dimwit.
Oh my goodness. Packie's out at a 5:15. That's at least 30 seconds ahead of where we see Swang at the moment. What a nutty comeback.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what we've come to expect from Packie. He doesn't get mad; he gets even, and he gets even faster.
Even faster. Oh no.
So, and I've noticed it doesn't even have to be a loss that he takes. Sometimes it's just somebody taking his personal best or his best hot time. I've been on the receiving end of that one.
Oh, did you see that combo from Swang?
I did. It was quite the master stroke as he's finding really good ways to use all of these blue pill halves when he doesn't have access to any blue whatsoever. Wow, just
Swang manages to keep a clean board in such adverse situations. I find that very impressive. Um, he is a little bit behind though, and Packie continuing to make incredible plays on his board as he comes down to the end of level 11. This is looking like a great time for him.
oh, a last misflip from Swang. That's going to be the final nail in his coffin. He does have a really favorable bottom of his board, but it's not going to be enough to be able to pull this one out. With Packie just needing a couple more reds and a blue to be able to get out of this level 11 and take game number 2. He will do so at 7:16.
We're gonna have a decider.
Absolutely. So I'm trying to finish this one out, and this is a sort of board that just makes you go, hmm. He had a lot of ideas, and then just like that red blue at the very end, that's very indicative of what he was looking at. A lot of different ways to do things, and it's very hard to come up with exactly the right one that the pills are going to give him. So, GG's to both players as we get ready for the decider, game 3.
Looks like we have readies from our players. Both are staying hydrated, very important part of the Dr. Mario meta.
Absolutely. Something I'm going to have to take care of myself after we get done with this commentary.
We've got timer resets, we've got menu resets, we've got a countdown. It's 3, 2, 1, pills. Swung out into his level a little bit quicker than Packie, as we have been seeing on the previous games as well. Just a little bit quicker with his trigger finger there.
We've got what looks to be a misplay early on for Swang. I think he's going to find ways to use that red blue that he kind of overtucked. Thankfully, he had a blue over the top of it and a red underneath of it, so it didn't actually end up being a problem. But it is going to require another tuck in order to get things cleared out. But he does so as he manages to get a clear board, and Packie gets started on another strong board himself.
Yes, and Swang is left with a lot of choices here for how he clears the red at the bottom of his board. There's a lot of different directions that are essentially equally efficient. So he's going to be looking at clearing this yellow horizontally, which will drop the red down onto the red virus. Does have a little bit of blue garbage there that
Is it going to end up mattering?
means that he's going to change his plan and go horizontally on the red, or maybe that was always his plan and I was just reading into things, but getting very close to the end of his level 8 here with just one virus to go. He's out at a 132, a very solid first level time. Packie with a sweet cross there to come close to the end of his level.
I didn't know if maybe he was going to use that double yellow to clear out the yellow next to the red and make a horizontal clear. Decides not to do it. It would have saved him maybe one red pill half, but it doesn't matter. He's out at 127, so he's, I believe, about 5 seconds ahead of Swang.
Another close match. What we have come to expect from these two. And
Yes.
Swang setting up for a nice horizontal there. A lot of his colors are lined up, but it does look like a couple of his plans have been competing with each other, and he's paying the price at the moment.
That grimace that we saw, that was his realization that he could have had a horizontal, the sort of realization that comes just at the wrong moment.
Just a second after you can take advantage of it. Yep.
Absolutely. I know that feeling so well.
He does have a very clean board at this point, though. Uh, makes himself a little bit of a platform to get that efficient horizontal clear that was set up for a while, and just looking for a billion pieces of red at this point.
Yes, and he's gonna set up for a red blue or a double blue horizontal, but he's got to clear out a red to get there. So I'm gonna be very interested. Oh, I see what he's working on now. Uh, well, I think I see what he's working on now. Maybe I don't. Regardless, there's gonna be a need for oh, there we go. Now he's cleared out, so it's all reds that he needs. Just three reds. Never mind me.
That was
As
uh, that was quite a plan that he made there. I can see why it would be difficult to follow. I wasn't sure myself what was going to happen, but Packie out at a 3 minutes flat, so quite a bit ahead at this point.
about a 30-second time difference as
I am
Swan was at
confused.
about
I was
3:36.
looking at a different level number.
That's fine. It was still a good time, and he does in fact still have about a 30-second advantage as Swan was at about a 3:36. So very good times for Packie coming out as he's not going to lose this one if he can help it. That's just the Packie way. He'll lose the first one, but he's not going to lose the second or the third if he can help it. It's not a prediction. That's just a statement of how he plays.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, he's got some great setups here. No blue left available for a little while, and just trying to dig down to that as quickly as he can. But lots of opportunities for nice, efficient clears on the reds and yellows that are at the top of his board. So making sure to take advantage of those. Meanwhile, Swang has gotten down to the end of his level 10 with just 12 viruses remaining there, and setting up for a very nice cross into a drop combo on a bunch of stuff. Gonna see that fire off now. There it goes. That gets rid of a ton of what's left on his board.
So he's down to just blues on that side of his board, and has taken back the apparent advantage, but we'll have to see where Packie ends up at the end of this level 10 as well, because he has been just blazing so far.
Very solid performance from Packie. He'll be looking for a yellow-blue. Here it comes. Going to drop down into a combo for the last blue virus, then just waiting on yellow. Swung out at about 540. I didn't see the exact time, but Packie's still about 30 seconds ahead, maybe 40 seconds at this point. So that's a big advantage coming into the final level.
Absolutely. So this is where Swung really needs to just hit the gas and hit it very hard. Packie's known for that never stop pressing down style. You hate to see a player have to adjust their style for an opponent, but that's exactly what Swung's going to have to do right now, as he is facing elimination in this tournament. If he cannot pull out a win here in this level 11. Packie facing the exact same thing, but with a bit of a time advantage as he came into this level 10 or level 11. Wow, what a combo by Swang.
Great combos all around. Both players setting up some great stuff. Packie going to be looking for some horizontals on the blue to the left of his screen, getting the vertical on the red. Set up for a very interesting clear here. If he takes the red horizontal in columns, I don't know, 4 to 8, leaves him with a bunch of garbage. So it looks like he's going to choose not to do that. Set up to get clear in another way. Swang finishing his level 11 at a 7:14. Very solid time. But Packie coming close with just 13 viruses to go.
And I might have cursed. I might have cursed him. I hope not. We're so yeah. This is a lot of yellow on Packie's board. He's going to need quite a bit of help on that. As he's gonna need to finish this out within the next 20 seconds in order to take this away from Swang.
That is tough but doable with our average viruses per second, or seconds per virus, I guess, being in the low 3s to high 2s for the excellent players that we are seeing here.
Oh, this is going to come down to the very last second. As
this is so close.
Oh boy. And it looks like Swang is going to take this one, as Packie will be out at, oh goodness, gets the right pills at the end too, out at a 7:23. So Swang with an excellent level 11 takes game number 3 against a very strong Packie. This was an amazing game 3 from both of these guys. So give our players a follow and stick around, because we are going to have a whole lot more wonderful Dr. Mario for you guys coming up next.